religion kind of steps in where science kind of stops, because you get into the realm of things that are unknowable, right? Religion deals with things science cannot prove or disprove. It deals with afterlife. It deals with the concept of God. These are things that science will never prove or disprove.
Right.
So this is where religion just comes in and starts explaining it as best as it can, and comes up with, it's just stories, right? Because it's things that we can never know. It can't be tested. There's no experiments.
Right.
So religion, because of that, it's possible that it might exist forever. But the whole thing is that some people, like I was talking about Jews, what they do is they don't take it that literally. They just take it as a step where they can look at it and kind of look at the morality of life, what's right and wrong, but not take those stories at face value and be like, this is how it is, this is the truth. No, it's just some guiding principles, and there's some hope in there what might happen after death, and you can take some comfort in it. But you also got to keep in mind that it's not the absolute truth. It's not science. It's not been documented. It's not been experimented.
That's not majority, though. I would say, yeah, out of all the, I mean, probably Christianity's evolved to that point too, and so is Hinduism. The only one that's lacking that's Islam.
Islam, yeah, and the youngest religion as well.
Yeah, but then there's another discussion that we had on our group chat. You know, faith. You know, like, is faith good then? Like, is it okay to be that type of person where you just have faith in things? Like, well, any decision you make, do you make it out of faith, or should you make it out of best, information that you have? And you're deciding, like, for example, you have this Coke or Pepsi in front of me, and then you have Pepsi and water. Like, which one should I drink? You can break it down to, get crazy as you get, or,
To me, it's like a two-prong problem with faith. So one is, like, it seems to me personally that being faithful in something at points, the way I'm thinking of it, can lead to laziness. It's like, for instance, if you're making a business decision,
right,
and you're saying, all right, you know what, I'm just going to leave it up to faith. But you could go and do the hard work. You could go and do all your research, reasoning, and come to a, educated decision rather than just leaving it up to faith. So, but then there are other things too. You could have faith in people. Now, I can have faith in you for something, that you're going to get this done, or you're going to be on time, which you're not.
Right,
but I could have trust in you. I could have faith in you because I know you as a person. Now, I can't really, I don't know, I guess I can't really calculate that and be like, all right, this is why I have faith. I guess I could. I mean, I could look at your past history and our relationship and all that.
Yeah.
So there's two different ways to look at it. I mean, there's even an emotional component to faith.
Right, but again, with faith, if you were doing a school project or whatever, and if I was always late, if I was on time, but since I was your best friend, or if I was your cousin, or if I was your brother, or if I was your whatever, you're just gonna have faith that I come through, and But if you look at the past history, if you look at the evidence that is in front of you, you should not be partnering up with me. You know what I mean? If you want the best possible grade, then you're probably better off going with someone that's more serious about it than I am. But there's you resort to this faith, thinking that maybe I'll change my way, I'll change,
Actually, that's a really good way to put it. So that means that in any case, other than in aspects of unknowable things like God and all those crazy afterlife stuff, anything in this world outside of that, you can actually, rather than have faith, you can do your research and you can reason.
Information.
Because the other way, just having faith, it's kind of lazy.
It's just flipping a coin,
Yeah.
I like, if you own a business, and then, if you have a brother that knows that's not reliable at all, but you have this faith that one day he's going to wake up and he's going to take part of this family and, help me out the way he should and be a productive member of society. Maybe he is, or he isn't, but we're just giving the story. But I think faith it's just a coin flip, if you will. You're just gambling on idea,
right? And
you're hoping that it pays out. That's what gambling is.
Absolutely. So, and it could be completely wrong. Like, take the Aztecs for instance. When the eclipse happens, right, and it's all dark, they had faith that if they sacrificed their dead, they killed people, they sacrificed the blood, and that the sun would rise again.
Right.
And it did rise, of course, the next day.
Yeah.
But they had faith in the wrong reasoning.
Yeah.
So faith can be very wrong.
So is faith just as gambling in a sense, where you are, when you're betting odds on, let's say, roulette, and you are betting on red in 19,
yes.
So So is having faith a sin then?
I guess
Like,
it's. I guess it's not. It's not a sin, but it's not very helpful to you. I mean,
well, let's say
It is
let's say if you
gambling.
are religious and maybe in Islam where gambling is a sin, maybe it is in some shape or form in other religions. Let's say if you have faith, is that a sin?
That's hilarious.
You
So
know,
you're saying, so for instance, in religion, especially Islam,
yeah,
gambling is haram, right?
which is equal sin, right?
Which is kind of like just having faith in just some randomness.
Number, yeah, like I'm gonna bet on this horse and I have no idea, so I'm gambling on this horse.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
that
I'm
That is essentially what faith is, though. What is gambling? It's either going to go one way or the other, and that's what you're saying is.
well, I feel lucky. Like I was gonna be red, and I'm gonna put $100 in red. I have faith that this color is gonna come out. So
and you have no reason to think that it might. It might, but there's no reason for you to think it will either.
But even yeah. So then my next question, like I said, is faith sin?
Being religious is sinful.
I don't think gambling is a sin anyway, right? So I don't think faith is a sin, but I do think that faith is.
How do you? So when you're gambling, it's putting money on it, and then faith is not putting money on it, right? Is that the difference then?
Okay,
like
so
I have faith on God. I'll bet you $1,000. That's gambling. Now let me just take the $1,000 away, and then that's faith. What's the difference?
I guess for me it would be that if I have faith in anything, I just would have data to back it up.
No, like let's just,
You would have
let's
evidence.
Let's just talk from like a
Gambling sense.
like from religious sense.
Gamblers.
Let's say if I was religious and I believed in whatever shape or form of any religion, and I just can tell you I have faith in God. That's faith, right? I have this feeling that this thing exists, but then as soon as I say I'll put $1,000 on it, that he's real, that's gambling.
Yeah.
I'm asking, what is the difference? As soon as you take money out of it, it becomes faith, and as soon as you put money in it, it becomes gambling.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it that way, there's no difference, right? Because
besides the money part, right?
yeah, in one, if you lose, you're losing money, right? If it doesn't turn out to be the way you bet,
Right.
you lose money, and if it doesn't turn out to be the way in the other case,
My faith was wrong.
you lose your faith. I don't know, something like that.
I'm not gonna. So what is the definition? Can you?
So faith basically means that believing in something without evidence. You just have full faith. You have full belief without needing any evidence for it.
What's the
pretty
definition
much.
of gambling?
Okay, so faith, first of all, complete trust or confidence in someone or something, strong belief in God or in the doctrines of religion, yada yada, and gambling. Definition.
Same sentence. With
Play games of chance for money, bet, take risky action in the hope of a desired result.
Sounds like religion.
I wish I go to heaven. That's my hope. My
Yeah.
desired result. Interesting. I've been sinning my whole life, guys.
Yeah.
Damn, you going to hell.
I have faith. I'm going to hell.